What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Millennials America. I'm actually trying something a little different this time. I'm using a laptop setup. I'm gonna try and see how this works out. So let me know what you guys think about the audio, the video. I got an editing program on here, so that way I can kind of work things out on the video side of things. Today I want to talk about mental health. I know last month was Men's Mental Health Awareness Month, and I very strongly feel like that was overshadowed by other things. I don't want to get into that, but this is men's mental health and mental health in general is something that doesn't get enough attention, in my opinion. This hits very close to home for me. Recently, one of my best friends, growing up, I consider him a brother to me. Um, he lost his battle with his demons recently, a couple weeks ago, a month ago. So, uh, so I've been going through that, trying to help his family out. They're the best people. I would literally give them the shirt off my back to help them right now. I can't imagine what they're going through with this situation. And I did get permission to talk about it a little bit. I'm not going to go too much detail, but to bring it up, I was given permission to talk about it. So I will put that out there. But I've also had my own struggles in life that I've never talked about. Uh, my wife knows, um, and my other best friend knows my struggles that I've had, at least some of them, since I've been here in Texas, even. I give you a little bit of my story. I got hurt at work, which most people know. I got hurt at work. I tore my shoulder that required surgery. The company I was working for actually fired me uh, a week before my surgery. It was a couple of days before it was scheduled, got rescheduled because doctor got COVID and whatnot. But, anyways, I got fired before I had surgery. I had no idea what I was going to do. You know, I had a house, I have a wife and two kids and dogs and mortgage to pay, food to put on the table. I got fired. I had a torn shoulder. I couldn't work. I couldn't do anything. I couldn't even pick up my kids. And the one thing that I did up to this point was I still brought home a paycheck. I could still take care of my family. I could still support them. And losing that, as dumb as it sounds, was huge for me. I was very, very depressed for a good amount of time. I sat in the garage for at least a week straight. I didn't see my wife or kids or really give them any attention, and I regret it to this day, uh, the way I was acting. But at the time, you're not thinking about other people. You're not thinking about how you're hurting them negatively. All you're thinking about is maybe this will be easier if I'm not here. Maybe it'll be easier for them. Maybe they can figure something else out that will work, that will support them, that will take care of them because I'm not doing that right now. And I felt helpless. I didn't have a job. I wasn't making money. I couldn't pick them up. I couldn't carry groceries. I couldn't do anything. And it was all taken away from me like that. Eventually I came out of it. I did. I ended up getting a job with another company that hired me. They were willing to hire me before my surgery, even, and then post surgery, put me on light duty and had me doing little things that I could do with one arm, basically, to get me back to work and give me a paycheck and support my family again. And that was a godsend. And I thank God every day for that company that helped me and hired me because I don't know what I would have done. uh, those thoughts definitely came into my head at some point that the life for my wife and my children would be a lot easier if I wasn't here. And fortunately, that was not the plan. That was not God's plan. That was not my fate. I didn't fall into that. I was able to pull through it. get out of it. I now have a job for a good company that I work for. You know, we have different house now and things like that, but I'm able to talk about it. Now, for some people, they're not. Some people going through this stuff, we don't know they're going through it. And they don't talk about it to us because they don't want us to know the struggles that they're going through and the battles they're fighting. There's a lot of famous people that ended it all and everybody thought they were great. Robin Williams was a comedian. He made people laugh for a living. Uh, Chris Cornell, Chester Bennington. There's a million more. Anthony Bourdain, allegedly Kurt Cobain. We don't see what's on the inside of people without them talking to us. And a lot of times it just doesn't happen. It's unfortunate when we don't know until it's too late. And I just hope that this conversation can be had with more people, that there is help out there. There's people going through these struggles. There's people that have been through these struggles. No matter what it is, there's always a light at the end of the tunnel. If you get help, it's going to get better. It has to. We were not put on this earth to decide we're just going to end it. That's not God's plan. That's not the way it's supposed to be. Uh, there's over there was over 800,000 deaths by suicide from the year 2000 to 2022. It's an average of 36,000 a year, just over 36,000 a year. And in 2022 alone, there was 49,500 deaths by suicide. This is something that needs to end. It needs to come down. It needs to get to zero. You hear about the traffic fatality, Project Zero. Let's get that down to zero. Deaths by accident are one thing. They're crushing, they're detrimental. I get it, I understand. But something that is preventable, we need to do everything in our power to prevent that. We need to give people help. We need to show people they have the strength to get out of their battles and fight their demons and get through it. This is something that needs to be talked about, and that's why I still want to post this video. Even though Mental Health Month is over, it needs to keep going. The talk needs to continue to happen. And on top of that, from those same years, 2000 to 2022, it was like 79% of deaths by suicide were among men. For me personally, I understand the stigma and what it's like to be the man of the house, that you need to keep everything inside. You need to stay strong. You need to fight the battles. You don't ask your wife for help. You don't ask your kids for help. You don't ask your parents for help. You don't do those things. You don't reach out. You don't tell anybody you're weak. You fight, you battle, you do it all on your own. It doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be. You don't have to go to your wife necessarily. You don't have to tell your kids. You don't have to tell your parents. But get a best friend. I have one, and I talk to him all the time about the issues I'm dealing with. And trust me, it helps. It really does, because he might have an outsider's perspective. I might have an outsider's perspective for him. Uh, Again, we don't always know what the other person is thinking, but you're not gonna know if you don't try. So reach out to your friends, reach out to your family, your siblings, your loved ones. Just tell them you love them and they're doing okay. No matter what it is, if they're struggling with addiction or uh, a terrible marriage or relationship or financial situations and stresses beyond belief, talk to them. Just talk to everybody you love. Tell them you love them. Hug them. Hold them tight. If you can't see them, video call. I talk to my dad almost daily, just because you don't know. You never know when that last time is going to be that last time. I wish I would have reached out to my best friend more. I don't know if it would have changed anything. I'm not going to think that way, But I wish I would have had a better conversation with them the last time I spoke with them. But you know what? We got to move forward with God's plan and keep going. I'm gonna add it in the description. 988 is the suicide and crisis hotline. The number is a lot easier now. They shortened it down to 3. 988. If you mess up and you dial 911, you can tell them the same thing, that you're struggling, and they'll send somebody out to help you. But we need to talk about this. We need to get it out there. Everybody needs to know there's somebody out there that's either going through the same thing or been through it or knows how to get you out of it. But this is a serious thing that we all got to have the conversation. Uh, I I want that number to come down, not only for the lives lost, but also for the families of the lives lost, because suicide affects so much more than just that one person in such a negative way. And families and loved ones don't know how to pick up the pieces, especially when you don't have answers. It's not easy to just pack it up and keep going when you don't know why, because a lot of times you don't know why. It's not like you had a conversation and they told you, hey, this is what I'm doing, um I won't see you tomorrow. No, they don't do that. It just happens. And when it happens, it's too late. uh we got to talk about it. We got to spread the word, keep this going. I didn't see hardly any videos or TikToks or Facebook reels or Instagram posts or anything on X. I didn't see hardly anything about mental health last month. I seen so many other things about last month that was frustrating because mental health was overshadowed. In my opinion, it was completely overshadowed, and it shouldn't be. It should never be, because mental health in America is declining rapidly, and that is not okay. I know we've had a rough 4 years. At this moment, it's not getting better for a while. So we need to figure out how to help each other, how to come together as a neighborhood, as a town, as a city, as a state, as a country. We need to come together and help each other. We need to be one. We need to love our brothers and sisters, our mothers and fathers. Uh, be there for each other. Be there for each other, because when it's too late, you're gonna struggle with the fact that it's too late. That's something you don't want. So think about it, ponder it, reach out to loved ones. I've done it. I reached out to some people that I haven't really talked to for reasons, different reasons. We'll say that. Uh, but tell your people you love them, you care about them, tell them they're doing all right. Things will get better. Things will get better. Is it easy? No. Nothing in this world is easy. Wasn't meant to be. You're going to have to work at it, whether that's getting professional help or talking to friends and family and just talking to somebody daily on a regular basis, checking in on them periodically, things like that, whatever it may be. But these are things that need to be done. Uh, I can say go to church, read the Bible, talk to God. I do it every Sunday. I go to church. Got the cross right there. Actually, there's two of them. Got one on my neck too, right next to my wedding ring. But talking helps. Whether you're talking to somebody you know and love, or you're talking to a random stranger, or you're talking to a psychiatrist or a psychologist, or your regular doctor, or talking to God, it all helps. So spread the word, let people know you're there, that you got their back no matter what. Life's too short to hold grudges. You got to forgive and move forward. That's all we can do. And again, 988 is the suicide and crisis hotline. Uh, if you or anyone you know is going through some things that you think may be leading towards that, call the number, get help, seek help, look out for the signs. I know it's hard because most of the time we don't see the signs. Again, pay attention to the people around you, pay attention to your loved ones, get involved in their lives if you can. Uh, just be there for each other. That's the big thing. Is just be there for each other. So I hope you guys like this video. I know it's short, sweet, kind of. It's something I really wanted to talk about. Again, I know it was last month, but I feel like we need to spread the word. Keep it going. Keep it going. Keep it going. There's help. There's better out there. Things are going to get better. Keep it going. Make sure you guys like, share, subscribe, comment. Let me know what you think about the video as well. Again, I'm doing something different. I know I need to get a little more steady, so it's not moving. Kind of working on some things, but uh, like, share, comment, subscribe, follow me. Let me know what you guys think. Stay tuned because there's more to come.